My name's Brian Dorsey, and I used to live in Cleveland, but I live in Austria now. And I found out about the deep Cleveland poetry hour and page just by chance a few years ago, and I've been a big fan from afar. I think Cleveland's got a great poetry scene. I know a lot of you, or some of you by name, because I've read your poems before. And I submitted a poem for the first time in my life about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I was the Cleveland Poet of the Week for 1 week, so I was really proud of it. Okay, and it's based on Langston Hughes inspired me to write this poem, and I was with my sister I wanted to do this for a long time. I wanted to go on a Langston Hughes tour of Cleveland, and we went around Cleveland yesterday looking for remnants of Langston Hughes. He lived in 3 different houses in Cleveland, and there's only one of them left on East 86th Street between Cedar and Quincy. And I think it would be great if the city of Cleveland could save that house and turn it into something for Langston Hughes. So anyway, this was the poem that inspired me. This is called To Langston in Cleveland. It was my deep Cleveland poetry debut. It was my poetry debut altogether. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done this before. Okay. Okay. Langston, you got the blues in Cleveland, where you experienced your worst Jim Crow humiliation with your sartorial best friend, Andrzejewski, a classmate at Central High, not as rich as Rockefeller or Spellman. Hughes, poetic belfry owl at a school full of Woodland Avenue socialists and Sarah Sapphires, one generation removed from the shtetl, teeming Bolsheviki refuse on the shores of Lake Erie, Slavic village Mary Wisnowski's, and an auburn-shaped chestnut as a ghetto takes shape. Dissed not by the jerk at the soda fountain, but by the lady at the cash register charging you $8.65 for 4 bits worth of grub for being black after you went to see wooden-legged Sarah Bernhardt as Cleopatra, asps stinging in her bosom, golden voice ringing in your ears at the Hippodrome with your French class. Langston, roofly cellar dwelling at 11217 Ashbury Avenue, north of Euclid, in an attic room at 2266 East 86th Street, a cramped apartment at 5709 Longfellow Avenue, running track and field at Central, running a dumbwaiter at Halley's, running out of money. Today, a man like you, half Africa and half Kansas, runs for president. And Cleveland's got those weary blues now. Okay. Just to note, if anybody's interested, this is based on Langston Hughes' worst Jim Crow humiliation, which happened in Cleveland. He went in the fall of 1918. He went to see Sarah Bernhardt, and this is based on his biography and his autobiography. And like I said, 11217 Ashbury Avenue is now new housing, which is great in Glenville. 5709 Longfellow, there's only one house left on the street, and it wasn't his house. And the house on 2266 East 86th Street is still there, so maybe the city of Cleveland can save it for Langston Hughes. I would wish it. Okay, thanks.